gentlemen, I am Thomas Strick, and welcome back into WTW Mayhem. And here we have the suspended King Krunch, the same man who left our senior referee's body lifeless in front of the general manager following the announcement of Hendrix being the new #1 contender. This has been ongoing for months. King Krunch wanted a rematch following his loss against Chase Chambers at Aftershock. Grayson Bourne refused to give it to him, and this has been escalating to the point of suspension and more. This guy's not even authorized to be out here, but nonetheless, he's got a lot of explaining to do. Let's see what he's got to say.
Grayson Bourne, you watching? I want to remind you of something here. Took out Chase Chambers after our match. Put him out for weeks. You remember that? Interrupted your #1 contenders match for the Nex-Gen Championship. Took out your new little prize of Jetpack. Took out that old man Rakesh. Even put my hands on one of your officials. I told you what I wanted. You know what you did? You suspended me. I stepped to the side. I let you think about what you did. I waited. I waited for you to make it right. But you didn't. You decided to sit there like a coward and hide from me and not answer me. So, I decided to take it into my own hands. Take care of my own business. Not wait for someone like you to do the right thing. You've never done the right thing in your life. You don't know what the right thing is. You and the fans, all you think about is boo-hoo, King Krunch is bad. He doesn't do the good thing to the nice people. No, I do the things that make me the best. I came back. I took out your freshly hired ring crew. Right here. Hit him. Took him out right here. Gave you a message. You decided that no, I'm still suspended. So, while you're having a little powwow announcing your new #1 contender for WTW Championship, I brought out your senior referee. I left him right there. Right over there in front of that stage. Left his lifeless body for you, your champion, and your new #1 contender to see. And you still chose to do nothing. You stood there like a coward. So, I'm going to tell you one last time exactly what I want. I want Chase Chambers one-on-one at GameOver for the WTW Championship. Just remember, everything I did, that's child's play. It can only get worse from here. Remember, I know where she lives. I know where you live. I know where your father lives. Do what's best for them. Do what's best for you. Do what's best for WTW. Give me my championship match. Give me Chase Chambers one-on-one at GameOver. It's the last time I'm telling you, because if you don't, things are about to get far, far worse. Now someone hit my music.
Well, you heard it there. King Krunch delivering the threat of the century, threatening to escalate the terrible things that he's already done if he doesn't get what he wants. And he wants Chambers one-on-one at GameOver, but Hendrix is the #1 contender. We'll see how the situation unfolds. But last week we saw Ace Armbruster told the whole world he wants gold around his waist, and general manager Grayson Bourne made him a deal that if he can defeat Juggernaut tonight in a non-title match, then he could get a Nex-Gen title match at GameOver, but that's much easier said than done. Will Juggernaut shut down Ace's title desires, or will Ace be able to defeat the psychotic clown? And we're going to waste no time figuring that out. Here we go. Ace Armbruster, Juggernaut. Huge stakes on the line here for Ace Armbruster.
Your Nex-Gen Champion is here.
He's getting a little too ahead of himself, potentially. He's got to defeat a nearly unbeaten Psychotic Clown if he wants a shot at that Nex-Gen Championship. And again, like I said, that's much easier said than done. We know what Ace is capable of. We know what Juggernaut's capable of. Now it'll be time to figure out who will walk away the victor of this match here on Mayhem. Ace or Juggernaut. Juggernaut, now a two-time Nex-Gen champion after he picked up the title back on last Mayhem after Relic cost Jetpack the title in Jetpack's first defense. Juggernaut lost the title at Revelations in a triple threat, but he's now a two-time Nex-Gen champion, and he looks forward to starting this second reign off even better than his first one, and he can do so by defeating Ace Armbruster here on Mayhem tonight. Ace was engrossed in a blood rivalry with Jackson Hendrix for upwards of 6 months, and he turned his attention following that rivalry to now winning gold, and that leaves us here on Mayhem. You see the cockiness and the arrogance on full display. Ace Armbruster never, ever fails to show that arrogance on full display.
You're starting to mess with me, you know.
Referee doing his standard pat down here, making sure no foreign objects make their way into this match between Ace Armbruster and Juggernaut. And again, huge stakes here. If Ace wants that Nex-Gen Championship match, he's going to have to beat the champion here tonight in a non-title match. The question is will he be able to do it? Juggernaut, Psychotic Clown, freakishly strong. We know the power, and he's been essentially unbeaten, unpinned at least, since WTW has returned in August. Will Ace be able to handle give him his first pinfall defeat here? And here we go. We are underway. Juggernaut, Ace Armbruster. Ace saying he's looking smaller. Ace going for that waist lock there. Juggernaut trying to fight out of it. And Ace dirty, stomping on the feet of Juggernaut and putting him in that side headlock control. Side headlock there by Ace Armbruster. He's wrenching the headlock there on Juggernaut. Juggernaut backing Ace into the ropes, throwing him in. And Ace going for a shoulder block, but completely unfazed. Both of these men at a standstill, and a massive clothesline by Ace Armbruster as he drops our Nex-Gen champion. Going for the cover one, and an early kick out there from Juggernaut. Those men collided in a shoulder block, but neither man budging. And Ace is able to follow it up with a clothesline. And here we go. Ace and Juggernaut. Juggernaut with a clothesline to Ace of his own. Dropping Ace Armbruster. Ace holding the head there, following that clothesline. Juggernaut rolling him over and throwing down those strikes. Juggernaut laying those blows in on Ace Armbruster. And what does Juggernaut have in mind as he's pulling Ace up to his feet here. Juggernaut trying to get Ace up to his feet. And Juggernaut Irish whip into the corner to Ace. And following up with another clothesline, dropping Ace Armbruster. You see the power on full display there as Juggernaut drops Ace's lifeless body and throwing that leg right down into the mat.
No, Ace Armbruster is the biggest scumbag on this fucking roster.
Ace has been known to do some scumbag-like things, but I am supposed to stay objective here, but Juggernaut is raining down these blows. Juggernaut in control of Ace early in this match. Ace started it with a stomp and a side headlock. Juggernaut able to power his way out of it, and Juggernaut in control now as he is again raining down the blows on Ace Armbruster. Look at the power of Juggernaut. You saw the head bouncing off the ground for Ace, and Juggernaut's beatdown continues as he's stalking Ace Armbruster. Ace down and out right now. And Juggernaut dropping that elbow drop right to the midsection of Ace Armbruster. Juggernaut hurt Ace Armbruster there. And Juggernaut looking to maybe roll Ace over. And could he potentially be going for another one and a second elbow drop by the Psychotic Clown, our two-time Nex-Gen champion. Ace holding his midsection there. Juggernaut looking to throw him back down. And look at the way Ace's head bounced off that mat. Juggernaut throwing Ace's head back down into the mat. And Juggernaut once again rolling Ace Armbruster over, saying one more.
One more for this guy.
One more, going for a third elbow drop and hitting it. And Ace has to be feeling the pain in the midsection there as Juggernaut has rained down those elbow drops. Ace surviving there for an early 2 count. Juggernaut in control here early at this part of the match. Ace has to get something going here. He is now witnessing Juggernaut's power for the first time. And it is a little bit different than when you see it backstage. You watch on the monitors, but it is completely different when you feel it in person. And he feels it again as Juggernaut lays down those right hands on Ace Armbruster.
Pathetic. birthday.
Ace says this was your Nex-Gen champion, but again, he's got to defeat Juggernaut if he wants that title match at GameOver. This is a non-title match. Juggernaut getting Ace back up to his feet here. And a massive back suplex, and you see the way Ace's shoulder landed square into the mat. Ace Armbruster, nasty fall there on that back suplex, covered by Juggernaut. 1, 2, and a kick out by Ace. And I want to take a look at this. Ace is no small man. Juggernaut able to use his power to back suplex him, but more importantly, look at the way Ace's shoulders and neck land on that mat. Let's take a further look here. You see it here. This big back suplex. Juggernaut looking up that big man at Ace Armbruster, and a kick out at 2. You saw the way Ace landed. Ace landed hard, and Juggernaut is stalking his opponent once again. Juggernaut getting Ace back up to his feet here. What does the Psychotic Clown have in mind? Pushing Ace back, and a massive standing vertical suplex by the Psychotic Clown. Juggernaut in full control of the cocky, the arrogant Ace Armbruster. And if he wants to be the Nex-Gen champion, he's going to have to get something going here. And Juggernaut following up again with another massive standing vertical suplex. You see the pain on Ace Armbruster's face and the back pain there.
We all know Ace Armbruster is the biggest fucking joke in this company.
Juggernaut clearly...
And you know what? Jackson Hendrix, I kind of like that fucking guy.
You know,
right? Fuck him. Fuck him.
Like I said, Hendrix and Ace engrossed in a rivalry. Juggernaut seemingly thinks Ace is a scumbag for some of the things he did. And, you know, I'm not saying I agree with him, but I'm not saying I disagree at Juggernaut throwing Ace's lifeless body into the mat. Did you see the way Ace's body flailed off the mat? The Juggernaut's power... He's in full control of Ace Armbruster here. Juggernaut looking to get Ace back up again. We saw him hit 2 standing vertical suplexes, and he slams the face of Ace Armbruster into the mat once again.
Look at him. Pussy.
Juggernaut in full control as he uses his power over Ace Armbruster, and he's stomping Ace Armbruster into that midsection, the same midsection that he's been working with those elbow drops, and as he does it again, you hear the pain of Ace Armbruster. Juggernaut in control here. Ace has had little to no offense since the early part of this match, and Juggernaut, once again, look at the power of Juggernaut as he lugs Ace Armbruster up, and a massive World's Strongest Slam by Juggernaut, our Nex-Gen champion, and Ace surviving for a 2 count. The power of Juggernaut on full display. Ace able to use the ropes. Great in-ring awareness by Ace. As much as I hate him, he's a very intelligent in-ring performer. But intelligence may not save him here against the psychotic power of Juggernaut.
An example of making stupid people famous.
Juggernaut relentless with the trash talk, making it abundantly clear what he thinks of Ace Armbruster as a person, and he's stomping the head in of Ace Armbruster right now. Juggernaut is laying the beat down here on Ace on Mayhem. Juggernaut dragging Ace's body once again back to the mat. Juggernaut trying to get him back up to his feet here. Front face lock here. And maybe going for a 3rd standing vertical suplex, and he hits it. A massive suplex there by our Nex-Gen champion. Ace Armbruster down and out. Ace has had little to no offense. He's got to get something going here if he wants a title match. But he's once again surviving for a 2 count. Juggernaut been laying down the beat down on Ace. Ace tried to use that chain wrestling early. Juggernaut's power too large to overcome, and he just slams the leg of Ace back into the mat there. Again, Juggernaut picked up the title after Relic costed Jetpack the match last week, and Juggernaut able to become a 2-time Nex-Gen champion.
I'm sure everybody loves seeing this.
I do, and I'm probably going to get in trouble by Grayson Bourne for saying that.
This one's for Daddy Hendrix.
Juggernaut, the psychotic clown, he's raining down that trash talk the same way he's raining down that beating here on Mayhem. And once again, he's trying to get Ace back up in a massive right hand. And Juggernaut is laying those right hands, putting a beating on Ace Armbruster. Forearm after forearm after forearm to the neck, and you see Ace looks lifeless on the mat there. Juggernaut once again in full control and throwing the arm down of Ace Armbruster in the mat there, stomping on the ankles. A little bit more scientific than we've seen Juggernaut before as he's stomping on the limbs. Just all around damage, dispersing the damage throughout Ace's body, and once again throwing that leg into the mat. Juggernaut working Ace Armbruster here on Mayhem. Juggernaut going for the cover here. 1, 2, and a kick out. A kick out. Ace surviving again for the 2 count, but I have to ask, How much more can he take? Juggernaut in control here on Mayhem, and we know the damage Juggernaut has and can dish out.
WTW.
Look at this. He once again throwing Ace into the mat. Juggernaut may be having one of his most dominant performances, and that bar is very high. We have seen him. We saw him crush people in the Gauntlet Eliminator. We saw him win the Nex-Gen Tournament Finals. We've seen him dominate as he continues to do so with another World's Strongest Slam. Cover. 1, 2, and Ace once again surviving for a 2 count there on a World's Strongest Slam, but Juggernaut continues those slams, standing vertical suplexes, World's Strongest Slams. Juggernaut seemingly getting a little bit frustrated with his inability to put Ace Armbruster away. Ace continues to survive for the 2 count, but again, survival has not led to too much offense in this match, as Juggernaut has been mainly in full control since the earlier part of this match. Juggernaut getting Ace back up here. What does he have in mind? Throwing those right hands, those bombs for right hands. Ace flipping him off. Ace trying to fight back a little bit. Fighting with the midsection. Juggernaut responding with the right hand. Ace stunned. And a massive kick to the midsection by Ace. Ace trying to beat down Juggernaut. He drops Juggernaut. But the pain and fatigue sets in as Ace Armbruster drops, holding the leg that Juggernaut's repeatedly slammed into the mat. As Juggernaut has worked those limbs. A little bit of a strike exchange between those two men. But it's not going to be enough to keep Juggernaut down. I mean, like I've said, Ace hasn't been able to dish out enough damage, and you see it here as Juggernaut's already back up to his feet, despite the fact that Ace had the upper hand. But that just goes to show how dominant Juggernaut's been. Irish whip off the ropes, and a massive clothesline, and you see the lifeless body of Ace down on the mat. Power on full display here, and another cover. 1, 2, and Ace once again surviving for the 2 count. But I have to imagine Juggernaut has to be closing in on the win soon. I mean, you see the damage he has been able to dish out here on Mayhem. What does Juggernaut have in mind here? Juggernaut trying to work him up. Once again, Ace trying to fight out of it. Ace has Juggernaut stunned in the corner. An elbow. Juggernaut stunned in the corner. What does Ace have in mind here? Running at him. Juggernaut up and over to the apron. Ace able to counter back with the right hand. Juggernaut clothesline off the apron, and you see the way Ace's body hits the ground. Let's take a look at this. Ace ran at him. Juggernaut able to throw him over the ropes. Ace throws a right hand, but Juggernaut rebounds with a clothesline. And you hear it here. Referee at a 3 count. As Ace is out of the ring, he is subject to the count, and if he loses by count out, no title match at Game Over. He's got to pick up a win. He's got to defeat Juggernaut if he wants a title match. He's trying to break the count, but I think he's unaware of where Juggernaut's at. Juggernaut grabbing him by his head. Ace able to stunner Juggernaut off the ropes. Juggernaut stunned in the back corner there.
10 seconds, baby.
Hey, Ace, get back
Ace
in the ring.
trying to get a breather.
On my own time, damn it.
Hey, come on, I'm the ref. Get in here.
Juggernaut stunned.
Rules are rules.
Ace is trying to get a breather here as he is dished out. He's taking some real
Just pointed out freaks beating the fuck
damage. And look, he said it, not me. Juggernaut has beaten him up.
4.
Juggernaut.
He's right behind me.
Yes, he is. He is right behind you. And he once again grabs the head of Ace Armbruster. Ace trying to fight back with elbows. And an eye rake. The dirty Ace Armbruster eye raking Juggernaut. Eye rake. And a spear. A spear by Ace cover. 1, 2, and a kick out. Juggernaut survives. You saw Ace eye rake Juggernaut there. And following it up with a spear, and that's got to frustrate Juggernaut. Ace dirty. We know Ace is willing to do whatever it takes to pick up the win, and he's now laying down those right hands. Ace Armbruster having some life in this match following that eye rake, and he's laying down the beatdown now on Juggernaut. Ace dragging Juggernaut's body here, stomping to the midsection, and another stomp by Ace Armbruster, throwing Juggernaut's body down into the ropes. And what does he have in mind? Ace is holding that leg, the leg that's taken so much damage through this match, off the ropes, and a massive splash by Ace Armbruster. Cover. 1, 2, and Juggernaut once again surviving for the 2 count. But Ace has life, but Ace still has a daunting task in front of him if he wants to defeat the psychotic clown to go on to Game Over. We know how hard Juggernaut is to defeat.
Shut up.
Ace talking that trash. Ace, what could he have in mind? He just hit him with that big splash. What could he have in mind? And a massive knee drop by Ace Armbruster, dropping it right onto the face of the psychotic clown. Ace slapping Juggernaut into the face. Is Ace just trying to poke the bear? Trying to make Juggernaut rage here. And another punch right to the face. Shades of John Cena there by Ace Armbruster. Juggernaut groaning in pain. Following that eye rake, Ace Armbruster is now taking full control of this match, and he's stomping the midsection of Juggernaut. What could he have in mind? What could he be going for again? And yet another spear by Ace Armbruster, and he's followed up with a cover. 1, 2, and once again, Juggernaut survives for the 2 count. You see the...
How's your good friend Rakesh and WTF doing?
They're not my friends. What the fuck are you?
You heard that there. The Masked Misfits used to be a group with Juggernaut, WTF, and Rakesh, but as we've seen many times, Juggernaut seemingly does not remember WTF and Rakesh or the Masked Misfit days at
I
all.
would hang out with the goat fucker and the pervert.
Juggernaut seemingly does not remember much of his past.
Ace, you okay? Continue. I'm great.
Ace saying he's great as he has been in control the last couple minutes of this match. What does he have in mind here? What could he have in mind? And taking Juggernaut's head off with that clothesline. A massive clothesline by Ace. Once again going for the cover. 1, 2, and the psychotic clown once again surviving. Ace saying maybe he took steroids, which is never confirmed that Juggernaut took steroids. We're not sure, but the psychotic freakish power makes you really consider maybe he did. And now he's Ace trying to crawl up, maybe going up to the ropes. High risk. Could it be high reward? Jumping off the ropes. And another splash. Covered by Ace Armbruster. 1, 2. And yet, once again, the psychotic clown. Ace saying die. Juggernaut saying no. The Nex-Gen champion refusing to die. Ace wanting this Nex-Gen title match. He wants gold more than anything, but like I've said, he has to defeat Juggernaut if he wants that title match at GameOver per Grayson Bourne. But can he defeat the psychotic clown who has yet to suffer a defeat outside of that triple threat match in WTW? And Ace is raining down the stomps, asking him how he's doing. Ace always uses that as trash talk to get in his opponent's head, and it works. I hate hearing it. You guys know what I think of Ace, but he uses that trash talk as mental warfare in his matches, and he's stomping down the Nex-Gen champion. He's saying he's dead here. What can Ace have in mind? Ace trying to get Juggernaut back up to his feet here, and Ace throwing those blows, raining down those right hands. Juggernaut into the corner, in a spear right to the midsection. Ace throwing those shoulders into the midsection of Juggernaut, and he's rubbing Juggernaut's face into the ropes again. The dirty tactics by Ace as he throws Juggernaut's lifeless body back. Ace, he's eye raked him. He's slapped him. He has talked trash. Ace continues to talk trash, wrestle dirty. Ace eye raked him and drug his face through the ropes, and Juggernaut now stunned into the corner as Ace once again lays down those right hands into the corner there. He's laying those right hands in, and what can Ace Armbruster have in mind? We've seen him hit this running clothesline, and he hits that running clothesline, planting Juggernaut. Juggernaut falling down. Ace Armbruster in control. And a massive knee right to the face of the psychotic clown. Juggernaut may be in trouble here. And Ace stomping the ankles of Juggernaut here. Will Ace be able to defeat Juggernaut? Can he go on to GameOver to get a rematch with Juggernaut for the title? And once again spearing him, and you see the fatigue setting in for Ace Armbruster. But he's continues to rain that shoulder into the midsection of Juggernaut, continuously dishing out damage. Ace Armbruster was getting whooped, but he's found a way to get into this match by hook or by crook. And Juggernaut's stunned, making his way to the corner there, trying to get a little bit of a reset there. He's holding that midsection due to the damage that Ace has dished out. And yet another clothesline to the corner by Ace Armbruster. And Ace laying down those right hands. Referee counting here. What is going on? Referee out of 4. 3 count. 4. He's got to get him out of the corner by 5-5. Count, and a bitch slap by Ace Armbruster.
Come on.
A bitch slap.
5 count.
Ace Armbruster continues to wrestle dirty against Juggernaut, and the frustration has to be setting in for Juggernaut, and yet another eye rake by Ace Armbruster.
Last warning.
That is just disgusting. 2 eye rakes. Juggernaut throwing the ref. He wants his hands on Ace. He's laying down the beatdown. And Juggernaut getting himself disqualified. Ace rage baited Juggernaut. Juggernaut putting his hands on the referee because he's so desperate to get his hands on Ace after several eye rakes. And Ace fighting dirty. Juggernaut laying down the blues. Juggernaut getting himself disqualified, which means Ace Armbruster is the winner of this match, which means he will get to face Juggernaut for the Nex-Gen Championship at GameOver. Juggernaut laying down the beating. Ace using the Nex-Gen title to survive. He used the Nex-Gen title there to survive. Ace Armbruster surviving, and he will get the match at GameOver against Juggernaut for the Nex-Gen Championship. Ace making his way up to his feet. Juggernaut laid out the damage, but Juggernaut getting himself disqualified, and Ace has a title match at GameOver. Ace throwing those middle fingers, and the ref raising his hand. Ace Armbruster will go on to GameOver and will face Juggernaut again for the Nex-Gen Championship. Speaking of the Nex-Gen Championship, Relic cost Jetpack the Nex-Gen Championship, robbing him in his first defense, just one event after winning it. But the question the whole world wants to know is why? Why Relic? And we will figure that out up next. Relic, the always unpredictable, addresses Jetpack.
See, the whole world wants to know, why Jetpack? The reason why Jetpack is because you're untouched. You're untested. Why break something that is already partially broken? And see, you Jethro, you are not broken. Not yet. You invigorate hope to these people. You show them that WTW can be a place of hope and dreams as you stood atop the mountain and became the Nex-Gen champion. I've been in WTW long enough to know that this place is not hopes and dreams. That's not reality. I want to take something that is untested, unchanged, and I want to change it. See, I didn't cost you the Nex-Gen Championship because I hate you. I costed you it to start something. Oh, yes, Jetpack. To start something. To watch the hope wash away, the smile fade away. To take something, somebody that once provided so much hope, optimism, honor, integrity, and I want to crack them. I want to break them. And see, unfortunately for you, the Nex-Gen Championship was just part 1. When that smile fades, the hope runs away, and everybody realizes that even the purest of beings can be corrupted. When the pressure mounts, people crumble. And Jetpack, that's what I want you to do. I want you to crumble. Yes, Jethro. Yes. Step 2 is to destroy you. One more act of watching that smile fade, and I do that by defeating you on a stage where everybody will see at GameOver, Jetpack. The start of your hope washing away becomes a reality, courtesy of yours truly, Relic. So what do you say, Jethro? Are you gonna play ball?
Well, we heard Relic there, but up next, Jackson Hendrix was named the #1 contender by Grayson Bourne. Hendrix Chambers addressed their match up next. Let's see what they have to say. And here we go. Jackson Hendrix, currently the #1 contender for the WTW Championship, and he is set to face Chase Chambers at GameOver. What do these two longtime best friends have to say before their looming showdown at GameOver?
Everybody saw last week, Grayson Bourne named me as the #1 contender for the WTW Championship at GameOver, and That's exactly what I want to talk about here right now. Chase Chambers, my friend, come on out.
Well, Jackson Hendrix calling out his best friend, the WTW champion Chase Chambers, his opponent at Game Over. I'm really curious to see what these two men are going to have to say to each other. Chase Chambers has been the WTW champion since Reborn, has defeated King Krunch, defeated Relic, and is set to have a showdown with his best friend.
All right, and I can't deliver this message without Grayson Bourne. Grayson, come on out here.
Now, the question is what message does Hendrix want to deliver that would require Grayson Bourne? General Manager Grayson Bourne making his way out here. What does Hendrix have to say?
All right, you guys. I think the fans watching at home, I know you two, everybody in the back saw the message King Krunch delivered. We've all seen what he has done and what he threatened to continue doing if he doesn't get what he wants. And that's the title match at Game Over that I'm supposed to be in. And the question I have for both of you is, how far are we willing to go? Because at some point, if we don't do anything, Kate Hawk's blood's going to be on my hands, our hands, ring crew, officials, other wrestlers. Look, there's nobody in this company that I hate more than King Krunch. And that's been like that for more than a decade. So believe me when I say this doesn't come as any easy decision. But how can I, in good conscience, call myself a good person if I go forward with this match knowing what's going to happen next if he doesn't get what he wants? So what I'm saying is my time will come. I know that I'll eventually get a chance to fight for that, but I don't know if Game Over is the time, you guys. This doesn't stop until he gets what he wants. And I feel like at this point in time, for the safety and protection of everybody, I feel like we have no choice but to give him what he wants.
I think we could do that. You gonna finish the job? Shouldn't be a problem. Okay. All right. It's official.
Just know, bro, I know what you're capable of. I saw what you did at Aftershock. But for every single person, for those people watching at home, for Kate Hawk, for the ring crew, finish this. Finish this, and then you and I will get back to this.
I've got him.
What a bombshell of a message. Jackson Hendrix stepping aside due to King Krunch's threat. Krunch has hurt so many people. Hendrix stepping aside. Hendrix out. Krunch in. And you hear the music of King Krunch right now. Jackson Hendrix saying, for the well-being, the protection of everybody, we cannot let this continue. And he steps aside. And you see the stare-off between some of the two longest rivals in WTW, between Hendrix and Krunch. But you see that smug smile as Krunch gets what he wants. Krunch gets Chambers one-on-one at Game Over, and he is reinstated. I'll be damned.
What do you have to say? You know, I think it's funny. You went through all that just to lose to me again. Hope you're happy.
Strong words there from Chase Chambers, the challenger for once seemingly silent. And a low blow! A cheap shot by King Krunch, a low blow! Krunch putting his boot in Chambers' face and shoving his face to the floor after that low blow, and he picks up the thing that he's wanted the most. Krunch now has the match against Chambers at Game Over. He issued the threat, and Jackson Hendrix felt like he could not in good conscience let this continue with how many people have already been hurt by Krunch not getting what he wants, and he is standing over the WTW champion right now.
How's this look? How's this look?
Like shit.
And Krunch laying down those blows. He is laying down the beatdown on Chase Chambers. These two men will now collide at Game Over. Like I said, Hendrix out, Krunch in, and Krunch beating him in the face with a belt shot.
Come
Krunch getting our WTW champion back to his feet and could be looking for that Prince Killer. King Krunch going for a Prince Killer and a massive Prince Killer by the by the challenger to the WTW champion. Krunch sending a strong message. He has waited forever to get what he wants, but the chaos ensues even after so. As he has Chase Chambers locked up, our champion.
Face of a guy that's gonna lose twice.
For another one. And a second massive Prince Killer. And our WTW champion is laid out. Will this be the scene at Game Over? Will Chase Chambers be able to overcome Krunch once again? Or will Krunch finally get what he wants and reclaim the WTW championship?
Get ready.
God, I hope that is not the sight to see. But ladies and gentlemen, we will see you on the next Mayhem as we continue this path to Game Over. Chase Chambers laid out, Krunch in, Hendrix out. These two men collide at Game Over. Thanks for joining us.